Good morning. Happy February 7th, and welcome back to the Leaf Riders of Wrenwood, where we have been playing as Syl Blackbolt, a light seeker that is a guard on her first day on duty in the castle. And we're actually the guard that interacted with Cora when we were playing as Cora, and we have since reported to the captain and done some duties around the castle. We took a little bit of damage trying to kind of disperse a group of protesters, but we were otherwise successful. So now, let's go ahead and see what we're going to get up to today. So we'll go ahead and tear this off. Okay, so we have Wednesday, February 7th, 2024, which is Wednesday of Snowsend. And it looks like we are patrolling or trying to find our way somewhere, one of the two, in the castle. And this is the same portion of the castle that we had when we were playing as the previous character, whose name I am currently blanking on. God, what was his name? Merrick, that's right. So this is where we kind of went to the vault and got some items there, and then we ended up in the throne room at location number 3. So it'll be curious to see if we are also supposed to end up there with Syl. We also haven't gotten a view of this, what appears to be kind of like a garden or something. I mean, I guess it's not a garden because it looks like it's maybe underground. I guess that's a garden. That's a fountain in the middle, or is that like a crystal? I don't think we've really seen that room before, so that's kind of intriguing to me. But let's go ahead and read what the page says. So it says, "You've done well to complete your duties for the day. Take the time to learn the castle's layout while you patrol the halls. Captain Clawthorne." Okay, so the captain has given us a bit of leeway here to kind of explore the castle, which is great. So, begin at the X and navigate around the map. Visit each numbered area along your path. Explore and resolve each area you visit before you choose your next. Okay, so in this case, I think we should try and go to every room if our goal here is to kind of learn the castle. So we're here at the X, which is by where that kind of vault and this fire trap was. But I see that we can't go in there. So, I mean, the obvious place to go is number 2, I suppose. So, because it's right there. So let's go ahead and go that way. You find a set of large metal doors that are locked. There must be something valuable behind here. You inspect them. Okay. So I guess this is these doors, but just because we're starting at the X, they couldn't quite put it there. But I think this is actually the doors that led to that fire trap, because I believe those were also described as large metal doors. Okay, so we are rolling d20 and adding intellect, which is -1 for us. Okay, so that's an 8, so that puts us down to a 7. So if the result is 13 or less, you can only speculate what is behind the doors. You suspect there is treasure, or a treasure, and wonder why there are no other precautions, such as guards stationed here. Well, we know from our experience with Merrick that there is fire, but obviously Syl does not know that yet. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and go to number 4 next. So number 4, this is a small greeting and preparation room for visitors who wish to address the Queen. 2 individuals are present without castle staff to accompany them. You ask what is going on. The porcupine says, "Oh, I'm Quill. I'm an old friend of Queen Enid. I've just come to pay a visit. I'll happily wait." And then a squirrel says, "I must see Captain Flint Clawthorne. I've come from the Burrows with news of an emergency. You excuse yourself to fetch a staff member that can address their concerns." So we know both of those characters. Those are both characters we've played as. The porcupine was Quill, and they introduced themselves as such, and the squirrel is Tack. So that's cool. All right, and I believe that we have even had that. I believe that dialogue happened in their weeks. I could be wrong, but I feel like that did happen. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Okay, but that was number 4. So let's number 1 is the most interesting to me, but so I'm going to go to number 5 first, and then I have to imagine we're ending at 3, which is the throne room. So let's go to number 5. There is a small break room near the throne room. This is where the queen and family can rest while taking requests from visitors. You inspect the room. Okay, so we roll a d20 plus intellect. Okay, that's a 12. So minus 1 is 11. Oh, and look at that. If the result is 11 or more, a pile of amber casually rests on the table. Do you take it? Um, I mean, it's not ours, and I guess it goes along the same lines of pickpocketing, where it's like, this is not ours to take. So I suppose we don't. Yep, I suppose we don't. So I will not take it. Okay. And then let's go to number 1. You patrol by the entrance to the courtyard. You glance outside as the crowd cheers for the leaf riding tournament. Another round has started, and the contestants are gliding through the air. Someone is getting rowdy with their alcoholic drinks. You decide to stop this before things get out of hand. So roll a d20 plus strength, and they remind us that we are being intimidating. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, so we rolled a 5, and plus 2 for strength puts us at 7, and then our intimidating puts us at 9. Okay, if the result is 9 or... Oh, sorry. So if the result is 10 or less, the person throws a bottle at you before running away. Okay, so we were not quite intimidating enough. So let's roll a d20 plus defense to try and not be damaged, I imagine, by this bottle. Okay, a 7. So our defense is plus 3, so that puts us at 10. So if the result is 9 or more, you dodge out of the way of the bottle. You see the critter running away and decide to get back to your patrol. Okay. So I believe that is all of the rooms. So we can now head to the throne room. And yes, indeed, it says you end your patrol here at the throne room. This is the final room. Feel free to explore further before returning here. Okay. So not a particularly productive day. We didn't really get anything, but we also didn't lose anything. And we, as a character, we learned the castle layout down here a bit better. So that is something. And I imagine tomorrow we are going to stumble on something interesting happening in the throne room. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.